this lesson is Solve Absolute Value Inequality Part 2. Okay, if you look carefully, this is the same example that we did in Part 1. The only difference is that I changed this symbol. It was from less than, now it is greater than. So here is the example from last time. As you can see, it is the same example. Okay, it is the same example. Okay, the only thing I changed is this symbol right here. It was from less than, now I change it to greater than. One more time, it is the same example. Last time it was less than, now it is greater than. So what is the difference? So here we go. So same procedure. Again, make sure nothing here, and also nothing should be here as well. So get rid of this 4 by subtracting the 4 to the both sides. So the 4 goes away, bring down the -5, bring down the 2x, -7, and then -1, -4 gives me -5. Okay, a number next to an absolute value must be divided. One more time, a number next to a number that is next to the absolute value. Okay, make sure that this number right here is on the left side, then we divide. Okay, so one more time, a number that is next to the absolute value, which is on the left side right here where I'm circling, must be divide. Okay, so divide by -5, divide by -5, and that goes away. So I have -2x, -7. This gives me +1. Again, when you divide by negative, this absolute value is switch. Okay, next, drop the absolute value, but before you can drop the absolute value, make sure there's nothing here and there's also nothing here. Before we do that, again, be very careful. When you divide by negative, this symbol right here must be switch. Okay, next, nothing should be here in the front and nothing should be here right here. Okay, one more time, nothing here and nothing here. Drop the absolute value, so -2x, -7, +1, which is on the right side. Now on the left side should be -1. Make sure the arrow on the left side should be in the same direction. So just copy this arrow over to the left side, exactly as is. Make sure the arrow are in the same direction. Okay, so left side should be +1, right side -1. Right side +1, and then my left side -1. Make sure the arrow are in the same direction. Okay, next we will get rid of this -7 here. So +7, +7, this gives me +6, bring down the -2x, this gives me +8, divide by -2. Okay, so divide by -2, so that gives me -3, -4. Again, when you divide by negative right here, divide by negative where I am circling, this symbol is switch, this symbol is also switch. So be very, very careful when you divide by negative, the symbol switch, the symbol switch. Okay, so be very careful. Now use the answer to separate them into 2 parts, which I have over here. Okay, so this is my right side, this is my right side, leave it as is, and I forgot to put the symbol here. Okay, so right side, leave it as is, left side, switch it. Okay, right side, leave it as is, left side, switch it to x less than -3. One more time, separate to the right, separate to the left. Right side, stay. Left side, where I'm circling, switch to x less than -3. Now use that 2 answers to graph. Again, 0, help my left to distinguish the left side to the right side. Left is negative, right is positive. So -3, open left. -3, open left. -4, open right. -4, open right. And as you can see, there is an overlap, so my answer is the overlap. -4 and -3. One more time, if there is an overlap, my answer is at the overlap. One more time. If there is an overlap, my answer is only at the overlap. We're in orange. Okay, so that is the answer for part 2. Okay, so as you can see in part 2, when I switch this sign, okay, when I switch this sign, it became that, and this sign, it became, there wasn't a gap. So be very careful. Sometimes it does that. Okay, so be very careful of that situation. Okay.